Hey everyone, it's Tanya Atomic, and I'm going to do a first that I've never done before here on my channel is my empties. But I did want to show you empties of stuff I liked, so you can kind of see what kind of products I like, see why I liked them, that kind of thing. So the first empty I have here is Eva NYC Magic Mane 10-in-1 Primer. It has argan oil, sunflower seed oil, and other stuff in it. It has a hefty ingredients list there. But anyway, you know, as you can see, my hair is very thick. It is curly. It's hard to manage, you know, like it usually looks good like a couple hours after a wash with some product in it. And then after that, it's kind of, you know, like frizzy and wild from there. And I do, you know, I do use like argan oil products and things like that. I use like a curl cream. Well, first I do like a leave-in conditioner when it's wet, and I brush it all out. I let it air dry, and then it usually curls up and I get little ringlets, and it's kind of cute. But that fades, and so then I have to put this oil in it. I don't like to wash my hair every day because it gets dry and brittle. So next day I usually put like an argan oil or hair cream in my hair and brush it out. And then that's why it kind of looks wavy like this, because this is next day. It's not been washed today. And then I refresh it with hair oil. So this I used for that. This is a sample size that I got from Influencer, I think. But anyway, I used it, I mean, for quite a while, for at least a month, because you just use a couple spritz where you need it. And this worked really well as a hair oil, spritz in hair oil for my curly hair. You know, some tend to work better than others, and this did actually work for me. So I liked it, and I would repurchase this again. The next thing was Feel Renewed Pumpkin Walnut Facial Cleanser. I love the smell of this, and I also like the feel. It kind of feels like, I don't know, I almost want to say like marshmallowy, like marshmallow fluff kind of. Like there's sort of a springy texture to it. It does have pumpkin in it, and it does have very fine granules of walnut. I know some people don't like to use natural exfoliant, but it does feel like a finer granule than like your typical drugstore type walnut or apricot seed cleanser, if you know what if you've used that, you know what I'm talking about. It did feel gentler, and it does say here gentle exfoliant. It did feel like a finer one too. So I did enjoy this. It felt good. It smelled amazing, and I believe they are cruelty free. But yeah, I'm gonna look into make sure it's cruelty free, and I do want to repurchase this. It's so good. And I actually want to replace some of my other exfoliating cleansers with that. The next thing is A True Spring Green Tea Watery Calming Cream. This calming cream, it says 70% black tea water. This calming cream really, really works. I had a reaction to a couple things. I think it's just me. I don't think it was anything with the product. But this really worked more than other calming creams I've used. This one really worked, and you know, again, I'm gonna look up, make sure it's cruelty free, and if so, I will be repurchasing that. Here's this CoverGirl Clean Makeup. Here's CoverGirl Clean Makeup Foundation in Buff Beige. I believe CoverGirl has gone cruelty free. This was a really good foundation. It was kind of old, and actually I hadn't used it for a while. There was like a tiny bit left, so I just decided to rinse it out and get rid of it because it was a couple years old. But I am including it in this video because A, I'm finally deciding to get rid of it, and B, it was a good product. I don't know if I'm gonna repurchase this because I'm currently using BH Cosmetics foundation. I really like that one. Although that one could be a little bit full coverage. I also have the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer, which I like for light coverage. This is kind of like your old school, it's like your old school foundation, that has not a dewy, not a matte finish, but kind of a in-between sort of, I don't know, satiny finish maybe. But yeah, it reminded me of old school, like 80s and 90s foundation, like your old school drugstore foundation. But it did work very well. It covered really well. It didn't look overly cakey or anything. And it was like a good, solid kind of foundation that could be relied upon. So this is something that I might purchase again, even though I have two other foundations that I really like. If they still have this, I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I mean, it hasn't been that long, but it's been a couple years. If they still have this, I think I would consider buying it again once I use up my other foundations. But we'll have to see. So I might hold on to this bottle just in case. So there's that. Or I could just refer to this video, I guess. Here's this Green Clean Meltaway Makeup Balm. This was good. Now the one thing about it is it's clean. Oh, from Farmacy. So it says that it's clean makeup. It has echinacea in it. So I like the ingredients. It worked. It worked as a makeup balm. I'm just gonna say that it didn't, you know, it was similar to other makeup balms I've tried. I mean, it works. It's fine. The one cool thing is the ingredients, but other than the clean ingredients, I didn't really see, it felt really light, but I've used other makeup cleansing balms that also felt light that kind of worked the same way. So I'd say the cool thing about it, it's clean makeup and it has echinacea in it. And so I would definitely endorse it because if you're interested in that. I don't know if I would buy it again because I have other makeup balms that I've gotten in on subscription boxes. So I don't need it right now. I mean, I'd definitely look into it if I needed one, but right now I don't need it, so I'm not going to be purchasing that, at least at the moment. So here's a sample of Shiseido Bio Performance Advanced Super Revitalizer. This was really good. It's a good cream. It's just a sample, but I liked it. The thing that I want to say is I don't know if Shiseido is cruelty-free, so I typically don't buy from them. I like Shiseido, and sometimes I'm gifted stuff by Shiseido. Usually the colors work for me. I would purchase more from them, although it is a little bit pricier. I think I'd be inclined to purchase more from them if I knew for a fact they're cruelty-free. So that's something I have to obviously look into. But I do like Shiseido as far as the performance goes, and as far as their colors working for my skin tone. Here's Marc Anthony Strictly Curls Perfect Curl Miracle Treatment. I recycled the tub, but it just came in a little tub like that. It was for one use, and it was good. It was good. I would definitely buy this again. It says intense moisture to defrizz curls, and it worked really well. It hydrated my hair, and it left it hydrated for a couple days. So I would definitely do this again. Definitely purchase that again. Another hair thing is this Peter Llamas Youth Revival 5 Oil Hair Treatment. And this was really good as well. In fact, after I used this, I got compliments from people, from my friends, that were like, whoa, what did you do to your hair? And this was the only thing I did differently. I did this intense treatment. So yeah, definitely made my hair feel softer, smoother, made the curls more vibrant. So I would definitely also get that again. And then Illamasqua, this is the last thing. This was like a jelly style primer. And I mean, this is a small travel size. But I would say, you know, I'm going to say a little goes a long way. I use this a number of times. And I liked it. It's the Hydra Veil Rehydrating Gel. It was hydrating, I will say. For me, I like a primer too that's a little bit of a smoother, a little bit of a pore filler primer, that kind of thing. So, you know, my skin is normal. It can get dry. If it were particularly dry, I would say something like this for sure. But when my skin isn't particularly dry, I don't feel the need for this. So I probably won't be buying this again because I like the smoothing primers. Anyway, that is it for all my empties. Let me know if you like seeing this and you want to see more like this, because I'd be happy to share my thoughts on different products, things that I try, because I do get the subscription boxes. So I get samples of a lot of different kind of products from a lot of different places, and I do get to test them out and see what I like before purchasing full size items. And sometimes I get full size items too. So if you want to see more reviews on stuff that I have already tried, let me know in the comments and I will do that for you. I'll make this a thing if you want this to be a thing. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I've got all kinds of different content and I separate them out into playlists so you only have to see what you like. And that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching.